Okay, so that is us for another game of Pathfinder. We're up to session number 130. And yes, it has been 6 years now that we've been playing this game.
Doesn't the time fly?
And it has almost been a year per level. Because we can look at the actual timing of all that at some point and go, hey, here's each level as we've done it. And what we've done at each level. We are up to Season 6, Episode 22. Meaning you're getting close to the end of level 6. Because I expect you to hit level 6 before you hit episode 30. So somewhere between 20 and 30 is my expectation for each season.
Okay, yep.
And you are up to the first day of the 10th month of the year 4710. At the table today we have Peter.
Greetings. I'm playing the monk Lord Willie One Kenobi out of Yangahoth, the Dwarven City. Currently a little bit weirded out by the fact that he's got Gorham's holy symbol in his hand. He sort of wants to have a bit of a chat to one of the priests of Gorham to find out what the hell's going on.
I'm sure they believe all good things are happening because, hey, you got Gorham's blessing, right?
That was a good thing, yes. But as with all things, there's always a cost attached.
Of course there is. If there wasn't a catch, it wouldn't be Pathfinder. Online today, we have Jeremy.
Good evening all. Yes, I'm playing Zarfok Kalangamol, the gnomish archaeologist with a fascination for Thassilonian culture and history, and also enjoys throwing stuff in a fight.
Well, if you're going to throw stuff, you may as well throw it in a fight. Next online today we have is M.
Hello, I play Jasper, resident cat and somewhat useful party member. Seer of the stars, and have they been shining on us lately?
They have.
Okay.
And just if you're curious why I've got one of the books open at the moment, I'm looking at running one of Pathfinder 2 adventures, which I've only run ad hoc. So the 7 Dooms of Sandpoint, and it has in it, using some of the subsystems that I've not even looked at, victory points, influence, research, chases, infiltration, reputation, duels, leadership, exploration, and vehicles are all different subsystems of the game, not available in the other books.
Yep.
And the one I'm talking about here, 7 Dooms of Sandpoint, particularly uses research with influence and reputation as part of how you complete the module. So knowing that they're there does help. Next person we have today is Josh.
Hello, I'm Josh. I'm Harry Potter, the Bottomless Wizard known to man. And learned very quickly not to try and be a sexual pet to everything. As I pretty much got my private parts finished by side last session.
But hey, you've had about 2 months of healing in ice packs. You're good to go. You're good to go again. And hey, sometimes you even have to pay for that sort of treatment.
Yeah.
Okay, so a quick recap of what we've done. You have spent quite a few months in Corvosa dealing with a plague that had been threatening the city. You, in the end, solved it by destroying a temple of Urgathoa having spent, I think it was 6 sessions in the temple dealing with the actual temple. Not counting the, I think it was another 10 to 15 sessions just getting to the temple. I didn't shortcut that one.
The absolute slog it was to get 1 through that temple and 2.
Well,
it was one of the things I thought about after that combat was the realization that when we'd gone into that, the doctor's hospice initially before we entered the temple, we carefully worked out all the code words to do for the party to make access. And we discussed the fact that we didn't need a code word for surrender if we wanted the enemy to know about that if we were doing it. But it occurs to me that if we didn't use code word surrender in the start of that battle, we were never going to use it anyway. Considering the odds when we started.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think we need a code word for surrender.
And we were very, very lucky with that.
And also to give you guys just how interesting it was that we'd gone that way with the game. Jeremy and I had been in a previous session previous campaign where we had done that book, and what took you guys about probably 15 odd sessions to do, they did in maybe 1 or 2. So they skipped all of that story, all of that challenge, all of that fun, simply because it was all about how fast they could complete it, not about what they experienced.
Not about actually completing it.
Not that actually completing it, yeah. Yeah.
Yes, how do I get all the achievements without actually doing the work was pretty much how it was being played.
Yeah.
So I much appreciate the story and the background and all the other stuff going in there. So,
we actually got to find out all the nasty stuff going on in the city? Shocker.
Well, we actually got to play through most of it. There were a few things I skipped, but the things I skipped weren't appropriate for the group. So if it's not appropriate for the group, I reword it and pull it back in later. Okay, so with that in mind, you guys have been back in Magnamar for about 2 months dealing with stuff.
Is there a...
I've got to refresh our consumable cloak.
Is there a Church of Gorham in the city?
There is a Church of Gorham in the city, because that's where you left Uzo.
Then I will go and see them and alert them to what happened,
and they will call you the living avatar of Gorham.
Oh, God.
Or at least try to talk you up and make you feel...
There's definitely a temple for Gorham in the city, because it's a city where certain members of the party managed to depart on the next defeat with broken arms and worse because they've gone to the temple of Gorham.
Well, primarily my character wants to tell them what happened.
And they will actually say you have honoured Gorham, so Gorham has rewarded you. He is now listening.
Well, next time you talk to him, say thank you for me.
Tell him yourself. He's listening to everything you say.
Thank you, Gorham.
He is eagerly awaiting your next challenge.
Get out of here, Tuzo! What the hell?
And now Gorham's right hand orc.
And hey, having a look at what's in the latest Monster Core, there actually is a chance that Dusa may come back as one of the agents of Gorham.
Nice.
Depending on how M would like to see her character evolve in the background now that it's dead.
Well, we've certainly seen other pieces come back as agents of gods and goddesses.
You'll probably start seeing Doomsday in your dreams a bit more often now.
You mean my nightmares?
That's actually cool.
Chasing you. I'm helping.
I'm training you in your dreams. Get in shape.
Okay.
You'll be worthy of Goron. It'll make you worthy of Goron.
Did anyone else wish to get any of their Magnamar stuff sorted out before we head to the core storyline for tonight?
Yes, I
Just to
didn't
confirm, Martin, we did get the opportunity to refresh the consumable items.
Yep. That was correct. You've been back in Magnamar at the lodge. Every time you're back there, you get to refresh.
Yeah. I didn't bother refreshing our chemical formulas, so I wait for that to be a higher level stuff.
Well, those for the formulas you.
I will actually also spend time at Magnamar copying and providing copies of the doctor's books and things like that has some additional formulas and interesting information in it.
Mm-hmm. Which is the requirement to get more formulas. You've got to put formulas back in.
Yeah.
Okay. So technically, you can get a formula at every level, but to get another formula at the same level, you have to put a formula of that level back in. So they'll always give you the first one free, but then you've got to pay for it after that. Okay, so did Parry have anything he wanted to do?
Harry's going to be refreshing his consumable apparently.
He is. And he'd also been one of the characters had a disease, I remember, but as it turns out, you've had enough time for it to have been dealt with if it appeared.
Run its course.
So yes, it would have run its course.
And particularly if you are under the tender negotiations of Scarpa. It should be fine.
Okay, so while Parry's doing stuff, Parry does get a celestial visitor.
Oh?
Yes, apparently they collected your diary.
Oh.
And replaced it with a new one for you to continue with.
Great.
Okay, so I'll see if I can show you a picture of what they look like. Okay. So, looks mostly human, but has a flute and to see if they have anything else special we can do for them. And they carry a silver rapier. Basically tells you to keep up with the stories because there's many people waiting to see what happens next.
So they weren't commenting on your diary, they were commenting on how updates were recently.
When are you going to finish the next book, Parry?
Yeah, I was running out of pages on my current one, but got to obviously create a new one.
Well, that's why they provided a new one for you. And so, do you have knowledge? Do you have religion as a skill? You should have. Give me a religion roll.
vision roll.
Let me see if I can actually get
Vision roll. 23.
23. Just looking for where I actually do the difficulty of determining what you know about something. Because there are multiple tables that deal with this. And I had bookmarked it at some point, but because of life, I seem to have moved it. So I would like to actually say, yes, you identify it correctly. Yep.
I would like to swap out my verdant staff, which I can't use.
Yep.
And take the wand of widening.
That is perfectly fine. It's not uncommon, is it?
It is not got the uncommon, so it's wand of widening second. It doesn't have a U at the end. So I think that can widen to second rank spells.
That sounds exciting.
Yes. Add 5 feet to the radius, which is nothing. Add 5 feet to the radius of burst that normally has a radius of at least 10. Add 5 feet to the length of a cone or line that is normally 15. Or small, or add 10 feet to the length of a large cone or line. It does increase the activation time. So if it's like a single cast spell, it takes 2. If it's a 2, it takes 3, for instance. I don't think you can use it on 3 action spells, so only 1 and 2.
Yes, because you need to spend an action to use it.
Yes. But more range, doesn't hurt. Sounds fun and exciting, and that could potentially be useful for some of my AoE and fun sleepy time spells and that.
Well, Willie knows to take note. He has to stand there 5 feet away from Jasper before another colour spray heads his way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, my colour spray has range to 20 now. Oh, sorry.
Is that the sorry, not sorry?
Sorry?
Is that the sorry, not sorry?
Yeah, sorry, not sorry, pretty much. So that sounds like quite a useful item for Jasper, and it's not a anyone else like Parry could swap one of these level 6 items out for that if he's interested, because it's not a unique one. So more one of us can have the wand of lightning. Ooh.
M. At some point, Willie's going to come and have a word with you and say, "Hey, Kat, now that you're out of the city, what are you going to do?"
Well, I've found that I've started to enjoy the company of you ragtag lot and seem to accept me slightly more than my fellow kin did up until very recently. So if it is okay with you, I would like to continue my travels and learn about a little bit more about the world and how different people see stars.
So
And maybe even find some new constellations to look at.
So Josh, coming back to you, your roll, what did you get again?
23.
23. Okay, so the base DC to learn of a creature of that level was 19, so you did succeed. You recognize it as a Gankanang, which is also known as a Passion Anzata. So a servant of Kaelin, I'm terrible at pronouncing names.
The god.
Yeah, the god of drunken revelry.
Yeah.
So I did have somewhere where I put all the DCs to be able to do that, and I had to go back to my blog to find it. So
So I'm assuming that the Pathfinder Lodge has no issue with M continuing to travel with us?
they have no issues with Am continuing to travel. She has been made an honorary Pathfinder under Willie's tutorage. Because, as the next thing they need you to do has been requested of by your wife.
You now have a follower.
Again.
Congratulations.
Just raise a small round of applause from Harry. Like, congratulations, you're almost there. And then a quick remark of good luck, Willie.
Okay, so it seems that the issues of Scar has come back to haunt you, as your wife not actually killing him has come with consequences.
Oh, really?
She wants stuff. She basically told the Pathfinder Society that the group's doing this.
To repay the not having killed Scar?
Yep.
The scar that we were traveling with, or a different one?
That one that you were traveling with, because under the laws of the Hell Knight, she has the right to kill him for committing a crime.
Maybe inquire as to why he has been given such a death sentence by the Hell Knights.
The sentence was a charge of basically assault.
You might even go one up and use the S word, might you not?
Yep, you could, yes.
I don't think Jasper was in the party at that time, so he was sort of like, oh, goodness me.
And it was such a serious thing that the Pathfinders had to consider whether or not he was still qualified to stay in the society. So as such, he has been seconded back to Absalon to learn about society with a big stick.
I'll stop in and see the matron. Throw some gold to her as a help her support the orphanage.
She is quite happy to see you, having heard good news of your work in Corvosa.
Thank you.
Well, many people didn't die. With a plague like that, she says half the city could have gone.
Yes, but a lot of the credit, I guess, would go to Gorham.
She says Gorham doesn't answer the unworthy. No matter how much you say his name, he will not help you or hinder you unless you're worthy.
Willie's the man.
Yeah, I guess.
Willie's trying to collect all the gods.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, so what has happened is that there seems to be some trouble with the graves in Sandpoint Cathedral, and having dealt with some of those people before, they say, pointing at Willie and Parry as the two who had dealings with those responsible and some of those who were buried. They want you to come back and continue, investigate and see what you can do to solve whatever's going wrong.
When you say something's wrong with the graves, why would you think there is something wrong with the graves?
They believe that a grave robber has taken some of the bodies.
Ah. Yeah, that isn't great.
Not more undead.
Though she does say to Parry, hopefully you don't kill kids this time. Having done some divinations and been informed of your previous exploits.
I completely understand and I will recommend.
Yes, her sponsor has requested you specifically to solve this problem.
The opportunity to make some amends.
Oh, and just as a sort of an
He
aside,
lies to me.
the Truth Finder who helped us with the lying scumbag noble, I let my wife know.
Mm-hmm.
And I also, again, thank him. Again.
No, she says, only do your station.
Good job should be recognised and at least a small pat on the back provided.
But she has arranged for each of you to have some quality mounts to get you to Sandpoint.
Okay.
Finding out that the mounts you had reserved previously were not up to her standards.
Okay.
Her comments of how can you expect such a dainty horse to support you all that way? Of course, the horses that she pulls out remind you of that barbarian-esque horse that you met earlier.
Jerky the horse. I was waiting for you to do that. And, hey, and she's specifically given you her horse, Jerky the horse. Sons of bitches.
Well, she did accept that horse from Shalelu.
Mm.
Though you're not sure if that was as a parting shot by Shalelu or actually as a gift.
No, it was a parting shot. Absolutely.
And yet apparently the horse gets along well with her.
I know. That makes it even worse.
Okay, so she does ask if there's anything your team needs to do before you depart, having had sufficient time to recover from the plague.
I think I've done everything I would want to do.
Does Parry wish to do anything?
Para was going to do some research into magic, basically just brush up on his knowledge a little bit.
Okay.
Oh, and I guess I'll show the cat around the town. She's never been here before. Or he's never been here before, so I'll do the good host thing and show him around.
Okay. So.
Oh, fantastic! I can't wait for nightfall then.
Okay, so there is a
Sorry, a little like pushing music.
So there is an exploration activity called Research, which actually is a challenge for your character to go and gather information.
Okay.
And basically the idea is each research has a level and tags and various things that you can get to when you gain enough research points. So you end up with some research checks and research thresholds. And basically, a critical success gains you 2 points, a success gains you 1 point, a critical failure loses you 1 point. So going through it, you end up trying to get more and more information with each topic having a maximum number of research points you can gain from it for the research you're trying to do. Okay, so what was the topic that Parry wanted to actually start his research on?
Harry still has quite a lot of unfinished business behind the Runegate rulebook.
Okay, so Runegate is your research, and Jeremy, for Zarthrop, is it the Thassilonian Empire is your study, or was there something in particular, or did you want to have multiple fields of study?
No, okay, because the Thassilonian thing is like specifically is what do they call it, knowing fascination or something, which can change occasionally, but you haven't changed it yet, just keep me concentrating on that. And so certainly in his case, being in Magnamar, I don't know if I've got Sandpoint, haven't we?
No, you're still in Magnamar. We haven't gone to
Okay.
Sandpoint yet. I just wanted to start you off there.
In which case then he'll be probably focusing his research on the inner span that he didn't actually get to look at closely to the other side, but maybe he can find a way to get to it.
So did
If
you,
someone knocked the tower down, so he went to climb up.
because you had a Thassilonian Empire as one thing you were researching at one stage,
Absolutely.
so would you like an extra one for the Irispan?
Well, I would like the inner span to be just the best location of the Thassilonian Empire.
Technically, there's other information you can learn from the Irispan that's not related to the Empire as a whole, because the Irispan is one of the 7 domains of the Empire. So it will contribute to learning about that domain and that type, because the Irispan did not cross borders.
Okay.
So
he'll certainly start researching it or concentrating on it because it's a member of the Thassilonian Empire. Obviously, during his research, he might find out, oh, hang on, it's actually a bit odd, it's a bit odd about it, compared to some of the structures running out there. So,
Martin,
yeah.
is acquiring new spells to add to your spell list Would this be the time, or is this a more downtime thing?
Well, if you want to get it through the items with the Pathfinder Society, you can get one at a level you haven't already gotten one, or you have to provide a spell back to the Pathfinder Society. Because if you only get what you put in after the first one. So you can learn a spell of every level by having it as your expendable magical item. Because that's the only way they can teach you at this stage is by you contributing and receiving. Have you gained any spells through the society so far?
No.
In which case you could literally swap out one spell from each of your get a spell scroll of each appropriate level and learn those.
Okay.
Okay, so
and so that would be up to what kind of like up to rank, I think. Spells? Yeah. Third rank. Okay, so I could get. Does it include cantrips? But I didn't really need any more cantrips.
Technically, I don't think you can learn extra cantrips. I'm not sure. I can't remember if you can swap in cantrips and take them out in Pathfinder.
Yeah, right. That's fine. I've already got the cantrips I want. There's not really more to learn out of the occult spells that are listed. But it'll be maybe grabbing like a first, second, and third additional spell to play around with.
And talking about research,
I will have a look at.
Well, what sort of research topic would Jasper go for? Because I'm assuming you would also be researching.
Yes. Yeah, pretty much anything like astrology based.
What sort of astrology thing would you be researching? Is the question.
The constellations and their meanings. To get a deeper understanding of how to read the stars and how their formations affect the world.
Okay.
What are stars? What do they mean?
Not only stars.
And then asking,
Yeah, that was something.
what would Willie be
That was
researching?
a group there.
He's not exactly a research kind of guy, but
Sandpoint Devil?
exactly, he knows he's going to end up throwing down with the piece of garbage, so he wants to know as much about it.
I'd say flat pit.
Okay, so we have, currently we've got 5 research topics around the party. Harry's doing the Rune Gate, Throp is doing a Thassilonian Empire and the Irisban, which Irisban will turn into one of the domains of Sin. Jasper is doing the Constellations, which will end up being something different as time goes by. And Willie is doing the Sandpoint Devil, which will change if he wins.
Yes, if I win.
Okay, so I will start off with the Rune Gate and Parry. Parry gets a chance to do some investigation amongst the Pathfinder Society. So this is where he gets to see how good he is at his society check to get information from them.
Society.
Because while you've had time off, you've had a chance to actually talk to the society.
Yeah. 29.
So 29.
Yeah, 29.
Okay, so I am going to say that was a critical success.
Oh.
So you have managed to get 2 research points so far in your downtime.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so I'm then going to go to Jeremy for Zarthrop.
Yep.
Okay, so for you there is a society check as well as an investigation check. If you'd like to do both.
Yep. So society and
investigate. Do we have investigation? We don't have investigation here, so I.
he does have Thassilonian law.
Let's do Thassilonian law. Is that one?
Yep. Thassilonian law is 15, 24, and society is 15, 31.
Okay, so you have gained 3 research points towards your Irispan research from the Magnemar Lodge because you're basically using it as where you get your information from.
Yep. Hey, considering Zarthrop, one of the premier Thassilonian experts in Pathfinder, it's probably reading his own books.
Well, the society check is talking to other members, and the Thassilonian law gave you a little bit extra from it based on what you've either contributed or others have about the Irispan. You didn't get a good look at it yourself.
And someone dropped the tower that they used to climb up and have a look.
So you got a critical success with society and a success with law. So you ended up getting more success from the people you spoke to.
Yeah.
Okay, so Jasper. I'm going to say you can do a society check as well. And what laws does your character have?
I have lore astrology and lore Pathfinder, but I think that I get that when I become a Pathfinder. I just had to copy that across from my other Pathfinder characters because I think you get that when you're Pathfinder.
You'll get the access to that one once you've finished your apprenticeship to Jeremy.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So I'm gonna that
really,
actually. For now, I have lore astrology.
Yeah. So give me a society and lore astrology check.
My society is 30.
Yeah.
And my astrology is 28.
Okay, so much like Jeremy, you gained more from your ability to talk to people than you did from your lore. So you also end up with 3 research points towards constellations. Now over to Willie for the Sandpoint Devil, which may be quite useful for you. Do you have anything in your lore that may be useful?
I've got the normal Pathfinder, know everything, or at least know a little bit about everything, feat. And I've got Society, but not trained.
Okay, so it looks like it would be a Society and a Religion roll for you.
Religion. Okay, so Society is an 18, and Religion is a massive 13. These are not my trained skills.
Okay. So you gain 1 from your Society as you equal the DC. And you almost got a critical failure on your Religion. But would you like to also have done some talking with the Temple of Gorum?
Absolutely.
Okay, so I'll add in a...
Especially because that's what Doozer was all about.
I will give you a Society and Religion check there as well.
That's all right. 20 on Religion and 18. Yeah, 18 on Society.
Okay, so you end up with a total of 3 points that you managed to gain. As I get notes of where you get them from, which can only get so many points from its source. So we have, each of you have advanced your main research topic. We'll talk to Jeremy about his Thassilonian Empire one later, about how he can have previously done some. But usually enough, this is the entirety of the rules on research that is available to me at this stage, besides seeing it done in the adventure I've just opened.
I like the picture.
So, rest of the other stuff will come in handy later. Okay, so that's your downtime before you actually went there. Okay, so you're being each given a muscly horse that just seems to look like it is built for speed.
Nice.
And they even have barding.
Barding?
Alright. I don't need a muscly horse, I've got giant.
Which is probably means that she didn't even consider the gnome for riding a horse.
Jasper looks up at this muscly bound horse and then over it at Willie with like saucer eyes like, you expect me to ride this thing? Kind of like, can I come with you eyes?
Is my horse able to carry both of us? I mean, yes. I don't wear armor. I don't wear.
It would definitely be able to carry you. Could probably carry both of you if you're both wearing heavy armor.
Oh shit. Okay. Yeah. Okay, Cat. Come on. Jump up.
I very eagerly join Willie on his very large mount.
So it looks like there's 2 horses for the group. Perry's horse is shining brilliantly in the light. Apparently, whoever prepared it had brushed it to perfection. then Rose does say to you, you should give your horses names so that they know when you want their attention.
And Rose doesn't count.
No.
But it does make it easier for those who don't remember.
What do you reckon, Kat?
I couldn't possibly name such a magnificent creature.
Creature it is.
I thought she said magnificent creature. 2 words.
Creature it is.
Well, no. She said she couldn't possibly name a magnificent creature, therefore it's just creature.
Or magnificent.
Just creature. I'm not a big fan of horses.
Martin, before we leave the Pathfinder Society, am I able to grab spells, a 3rd rank spell slow?
As long as it's not listed as uncommon, yes.
It has H, which I think is heightened.
H is for heightened. If it has a U or an R, then no, you can't grab it.
Yep, okay. I think I was going to grab Grim Tendrils the 1st rank, and I'm still looking through 2nd rank ones. Because there's a lot more 2nd rank spells than there is 1st and 3rd. By like a lot.
Okay, so...
Actually, I can take silence as a 2nd level spell. That's not there.
I'm sure there's people you would like to cast it on. Okay, so on your trip back to Sandpoint, which takes 2 days, mainly because you're not wanting to push your horses so soon, and Giant doesn't seem to be able to keep up just as well if you're pushing the horses.
Yep.
Well, it's not like a Garfox. That good at riding Giant either.
Which can make things problematic. Okay, so do you want to do anything special while traveling?
Yeah. Aside from the fact that Garfox might get distracted if you regularly along the way, thinking, well, hang on, that's useful. Herb and things like that. Oh, hang on. Is that another Thassilonian red ruin just we're going past?
It all
Oh, the
goes,
other ones are jumping aside.
it all goes well.
Aren't we supposed to have like teleportation gates that we can go through at some point?
You are. You could literally teleport there.
One for Sandpoint was controlled by cooldown.
It doesn't help that some of you had lost things.
No.
The cooldown was what I just had down to Sandpoint originally.
Okay, so she does say that the owner of Cordar's previous residence has passed away, and the person who was supposed to inherit has left the nation.
Okay.
So technically, she is in control of the estate until she finds a owner.
Actually, Lady Hunter,
So,
his wife.
his wife, Ruby One Kenobi.
Yeah. Yeah. I caught up, he's very pleased to be his family home, but it doesn't have to have
Oh, that's what you find that in
He did there, not necessarily entirely that honest.
And she says that the priest Abstellar Santius has taken on the more spiritual leadership of the church, the cathedral. Now that she's been busy dealing with demon incursions.
Have there been a lot of these incursions?
They've been growing, she says, which is partly why she wants you to investigate into those who have been breaking into graves, because there might be something relating to your past.
Okay.
Okay, so at the end of the 2 days, you find yourself going into Sandpoint. It does seem as if there's been some damage on the outside. Part of the wall surrounding Sandpoint are blackened.
Okay. All right.
And she does say that the gods of sin waking up are definitely demonic in nature.
All right.
Okay, so they she leads you up to the cathedral where Abstellar greets you all.
He was a priest of which god?
Can't remember off the top of my head.
No, me either.
Desna.
Desna. Ah. Oh, yeah. Okay.
He's still got a scar in his chest from when he had been slain by an arrow.
Yes.
If you remember that.
Yes.
Dying doesn't mean permadeath in any fantasy game.
No.
Okay, so he leads you to a veranda from the church, allowing them, the cathedral, to look over their central courtyard. What is a men here? Okay. Always interesting when they state a item without explanation when it's not a standard name.
Ah.
So, you looking out of the courtyard, you see 7 9-foot tall menhirs, which are standing stones.
Yep.
We just said standing stones, but I guess they have to be special.
Well, menhir means they're sort of a pointy stone.
I'm sure that was not off my old list.
Yeah, exactly what I was thinking.
And they loom around a central altar stone. Abstilag greets you all warmly.
Okay.
Well, mostly all of you. He gives Harry some suspicious side-eye. And there is a variety of foods on the table. He says, let's eat and enjoy your day a bit before turning to our troubles.
All right. So we sit, we eat, we drink, we catch up and we reminisce, I'm sure.
Garfield will try and steer the conversation towards things like the old lighthouse. And probably it's a demon's head or something or other. Off the top Northwood.
Thistletop.
This is not yet, okay.
Okay, so he's happy to answer what the town knows about such stuff, but there's not a huge amount that they know about that construction, because it's been a ruin for as long as the settlement's been here. And no one goes out to Thistletop because it was goblin infested for quite some time.
Mm. Isn't that where the Church of the Mother of Monsters,
Lamashtu,
that's it. That's where her church was.
That is correct. And it still is, because you didn't destroy it.
No, we didn't.
Well, it was also underneath Sandpoint that Pitman were converted to where we found a temple of Lamashtu.
Yes. There are those little altars springing up everywhere. Father Xantius says. He does say over the years since the death of Nulia, he's had some thinking about stuff, because he didn't believe she deserved the fate she got. Because the previous, his predecessor, Ezekane Tobin, treated her badly.
Mm.
Even though she was a child of, she had angel blood, he treated her as devil's born.
Hmm.
So Nulia did burn down the church and kill him.
Well, you can only deal harshly with someone for so long before they turn around and bite you.
But he wished that the situation had never had to come to that in the first place.
Yeah.
He only came to town after the fire that took his predecessor's life. And he says all that worship Desna should know better and treat the world, the children of the world, more kindly, no matter what their origin.
Mm.
His predecessor's failure to be a father figure in what caused Julia's fall, but the people of Sandpoint were no help in how they treated her as something less than human. Something fit only to soften their own fears, or something so jealously covert. Because, hey, she had angel blood, and she ended up serving Lamastu, because Lamastu would accept anyone. After her defeat, the least he could do was see to it that she got a proper burial here in town. Some folk blanched at the idea, but he's glad that most of the town was more understanding and forgiving. Only he feels it's not enough. Nolia needs to know we've forgiven her. She needs to know that he has forgiven her. She doesn't deserve an afterlife of torment. Her life was torment enough. It says he's only spoken of this with one other, a friend named Aldrani.
Aldrani.
A familiar name for Willie.
It is?
Morose elf.
Ah! Yeah.
How could you forget our favourite elf in Sandpoint?
But she was from Roderick's Cove.
Roderick's Cove.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
He says she knows a ritual that can put them in contact with the spirit of the dead. And in her latest letter, she told him that she'd be willing to perform the ritual here when next she visits, so that I can offer Nolia his apologies and forgive her. I don't know if it will be enough to help her or to stave off an afterlife of torment, but he does know if nothing is done, Sandpoint will have failed her yet again. Here is where the complications come. In order for Aldrani's rituals to succeed, we need a physical link to Nolia's soul. It's been years, and any of her belongings are long gone now, which leaves only her mortal remains. As loath as I was to exhume her body, it was necessary for the ritual to give her my forgiveness. But when we opened the grave, we made an awful discovery. Her coffin was empty, tunneled into from below, so that when we reached into it, the whole grave caved in. Nafa and I were fortunate enough to escape without much harm, but now there's a hole where her grave used to be, a hole that leads to an underground tunnel below the boneyard. Do you have any questions, he asks?
The boneyard is sacrosanct, yes?
It is consecrated ground, yes.
And it still remains consecrated? It hasn't sneakily been unconsecrated or deconsecrated?
Well, the consecration of most of it is the surface, apparently. So creatures were able to tunnel up from underneath.
Well, that's useful.
Not something he had previously considered.
So I take it you didn't go to see where the tunnel led?
No, he asked Ruby if she could provide some assistance. And she said she knew the perfect people.
Yes.
I'm glad to see you again.
Mm.
And as such, she's let him run the cathedral as it was intended, honouring most of the gods that it used to honour previously. Have we lost someone? We've lost to Jeremy again. He says, if you don't remember Aldrani, she is a travelling cleric of Ashvar, the goddess of lonely spirits. She travels the long coast between Magnamire and Riddleport, helping to soothe unquiet spirits and comfort mourners. She stops in town a few times each year, and he always looks forward to her visits. I love the people of Sandpoint dearly, and those who attend my sermons are certainly devout, but there's not many of them who are interested in long philosophical discussions about history and religion. With Aldrahani, I have a conversation partner who views me as her equal, not someone who sees me as a religious leader. And he reminds those of you who've been here before who Nafa is. He's one of his dearest friends. He tends to the graves of the Bone Garden. He's been worried lately about strange sounds he's been hearing in the graveyard at night, and we suspected that there was something nefarious going on involving the Bunyip Club, or smugglers, or the like. But there appears to be something much worse. He says Ruby had suggested bringing Nulia back to life, and he says that sort of magic is beyond him, but even if he could restore her to life, he doesn't know she'd want to come back, or if she did, if she'd be accepting of the forgiveness. He has no illusions about her capacity for violence, and he fears that bringing her back from death might cause more harm than good. But again, it's not really an option. Maybe something to consider in the future, though. With the grave, the subsistence, the claw marks on the underside of the coffin, the missing body in the tunnels it opens into all suggest ghouls to him. It must have burrowed up from below to rob her grave. And he says ghouls have been a problem in the region for decades, though not so much in recent years. I suppose he grew a bit complacent, but at the same time they know how to hide and avoid leaving traces. But not tunneling in areas of the graveyard that are in most frequent use, and by backfilling those they defile, ghouls can go unnoticed for ages. Had he waited a few weeks more, no doubt they would have backfilled Nulia's grave as well, leaving him with a mysterious empty coffin, but nowhere obvious to go from there. Message from Jeremy.
Yeah, Discord died on me, and then kept trying to rotate it with failing, but I am back here now.
That's okay, I got the message.
I missed the majority of that box text, but I'm going to pick up on it, and I'll catch it later.
He hopes that the theft of her remains was recent enough that they can still perform the ritual, if they can get back the bones. He wishes you to crawl into the open grave and explore the tunnels below. And if you encounter any ghouls, help remove them from further issues for the people of Sandpoint. This is, and if there's any question about what he means by that, he gives you full authority to wipe out the ghouls, because they will eventually infect and spread their disease amongst the living. Even one left alive could cause hardship and horror beyond imagination.
Pity Ross isn't here.
Okay. I've got a good posting against schools.
He says he can provide each of you with 4 lesser healing potions, 4 lesser anti-plagues, 2 salves of anti-paralysis, and 6 vials of holy water each. But whatever you don't use, he asks you return to the temple.
Okay. Does anybody want any of that stuff?
Yes, please.
Well, because I thought we'd be interested in at least a sample of all of them, because hey, there must be some interesting things that, oh, hang on, come on, this one. of thing. Hey, might as well carry it, and then you don't eat it, hand it back again. But, okay. So what time of day is this at the moment?
It is approaching probably approaching evening at this stage. So he says he intends to get everything set up to go in the morning.
Okay.
He doesn't recommend going down there at night when they're most active.
That's fine, then.
It says much like vampires, you don't want to encounter them at their strongest.
Take what advantages you can.
Like I say, certainly Sandpoint would be happy to wait till the morning because it's time to actually modify his daily focus, stock up on ghost charges.
Do you want the cheese at least?
Okay.
The
Just put the grapes back into the fruit pots.
the idea of being paralysed and then eaten alive is not great.
Be an experience.
A very short one and quite unpleasant, I imagine.
Everything learning.
Do you want anything else?
Yes.
He has put a tarpaulin and construction around the hole to stop locals falling in.
So just for contributing aspects, I think a lot of the architects go through that. So we basically arrived at Sandpoint, we've gone straight to the temple, the church.
Had lunch with the priest and spent a few hours talking about stuff, and him saying that you don't want to go down until morning because of...
Yep, that's right. Well, because how long we've actually spent in Sandpoint and what we've been doing, so that's fine. Do we... is the priest happy to put us up for the night? Or I guess some people have accommodation here already, I believe. But
actually, no one has their own accommodation here except for Willie.
Okay, so Billy was about 50 odd. Hang on, Billy's wife lives here, so...
Oh, well, yes. Good point.
So I think you've probably got a place you can stay.
Yeah, at least until I annoy her enough that she kicks me out.
I'm sure she's got a doghouse.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Giant's sleeping there.
Though Father Zangius does say that the Hell Knights have offered a property that has come into their control since the owners have passed away. Used to belong to a... was supposed to have been inherited by a Cordar, but he passed away before he got his inheritance, so technically there was no benefactor.
Possibly the Pathfinder Society, but that's probably not official. So, but yeah, okay. Well, so if that's convenient, or has it been vacant for long?
It has been vacant for about 2 months now. Technically, it should belong to his mother, but she's left this region, so... and she said she wasn't coming back.
Yeah.
Something about not wanting to go to a town with
that's convenient for us. If there's a place we can stay, so if we're staying overnight, staying before later, then perhaps is there any places we should visit or get to know before we actually bed down for that?
Says
I'm not happy to wander the town a bit to find out what's around, but
He says there's quite a few sites. He's just going to give you the overview of town so you have some idea of what to expect. Okay, so by the way, this town also has a reputation subsystem in use as well. So you are going to have to gain reputation with people, so it doesn't get worse for you. Okay, so he does say that there is the criminals he mentioned, the Bun Yip Club, are a band of criminals who want to make a profit from Sandpoint's continued good support. There are the Rune Watchers, who trade lore about ancient Thassilonian and keep an eye out for dangers associated with that culture.
Okay.
He works with from Sandpoint Cathedral with a few other religious leaders. Then there's the Sandpoint Mercantile League, who represent the majority of the ownership of the town and what comes and goes from the town. Then there is the Scarnetti Consortium, a bunch of thieves, dirty thieves. Then there is the Town Watch, keepers of the peace. The Hellknights have reinstated the Town Watch after many years of doing the job themselves.
Sorry, who are the dirty thieves again?
The Scarnetti Consortium.
No.
And basically says the last group are the townsfolk themselves. Now, each of these groups has various tiers that you can earn, ranging from revered, admired, liked, disliked, hated, and hunted. And each of those will have positive and negative effects on your play.
and I'm guessing that interacting or helping, some of them are likely to cause problems for others.
Depending on whether it is obvious or not. Of
But
course,
certainly Garthop is curious about these blue watches. Hey, they might have some information available.
okay, so
I'm very happy to see what people are doing for the evening. That it might be a case of go to the local pub and enjoying a meal there, but also have an opportunity to meet more of the locals as opposed to just the local priest.
as well, to give you again an update of what the town provides, you've got the cathedral and the boneyard, which is the centre of town. You've got the White Deer, a nice restaurant and place to go eat, known for its big pork pie that can feed 4. Then there's the Way North, which is a library. Rings and Things, which sells jewelry and art, and also lends you money at exorbitant rates. There's the locksmith if you ever need to get into something you find, or you have a residence and you want to change the locks. There's the town hall where you can see the mayor and get updates about what the town's doing. There's the Savar's Armory, who I believe one of your members bought the repeating crossbow from. The big orc. Whatever happened to him. There's Rise's Place, which is a restaurant. There is the Ravaki Tannery, which will build leather goods for you. The Red Dog Smithy, which will repair most of your metal items. The Pillbug Pantry, which will cater for most of your alchemy needs. Bottled Solutions, which will, whatever the other one, Pillbug Pantry doesn't do, the Bottled Solutions does. There's Cracktooth's Tavern, where you go when you want to have a serious gut problem. The House of Blue Stones is another town library. Unfortunately, the Glassworks haven't reopened since your last visit. Sandpoint Savouries has expanded with more goods, doing a roaring trade with Roderick's Cove.
Are they the ones who've got the bakery? Nice.
Then the Curious Goblin is another bookshop.
A lot of bookshops.
A Sandpoint Theatre, which may have something that interests you. But as it's the start of the week, there's probably not going to have any major performances till near the end. If you're here for a few days, I'm sure you can catch a show. Carpenter's Guild for your woodworking needs, provided by the lumber mills. The general store where you can get a majority of the stuff. They're apparently on good speaking terms with you, sir, as you help their daughter.
It was nothing, but good to know it was appreciated.
The Turan Dock Academy that looks after the children of the town. Sort of a school and orphanage at the same time. Miss Vanish's place, if you want your fortune told. But secretly, I think she just tries to make everyone happy. Grocer's Hall, if you need to get any fresh food. We've got Vern's Fine Clothing for, yes, it looks over at Perry for, we know who's going to go there first. Ween's Wagons, if you ever need something taken somewhere, they deliver. The Hagfish, if you want to have fishy food as your preference.
It's a poor name for a fishmonger.
And that's next to the fish market, so hey, it's always handy to have them next to each other. We have a general market where we have lots of stalls where you can get most things. Then there's the Rusty Dragon, which also serves as an inn and restaurant with a bar. Claim to fame has been the previous occupation of the now Empress of one of the foreign lands. Or at least soon to be Empress, as far as we've been told.
Yes, I've been led to believe that.
And I'm sure you're familiar with Goblin Squash Stables. Apparently you and a horse had an altercation.
Yes.
We've got the brewery, who still puts out the local best brew. a boutique if you want to go and get art books and toys. Though he does say that it is children's toys, not those other kind. We've had requests for the other kind. I just send them on to Magnamar. There's the Feed Bag, which is another restaurant. Probably not the best place to eat. It's likely to cost you an arm or a leg.
Really?
Things get broken.
Oh, it's... Yeah, okay. Those kind of people.
There's the Pixie's Kitten, which is not about nourishing your stomach. It's about nourishing other areas. And the Feathered Serpent has a lot of curios. Who knows what you'll find in there. Hannah's is the alternate lifestyle choices for healing. Lots of crystals there.
Oh, yeah.
And herbs.
Yeah.
And spices and all things nice, he says. I know you're familiar with the shipyards. And then there are the manors up on the bluff for all the founding families. So most of that should keep you in good stead for where you could go. Does any of that place interest any of you for tonight? Or do you just wish to rest up for the morrow?
Well, I expect the ones that interest Garth probably aren't open anymore. Like things like the libraries and academies and stuff like that. But okay, he's happy to go to the probably the better taverns. Okay, have a meal there, which basically fit into the town gossip.
Well, the Rusty Dragon is basically the place where most people want to go to that one because it is the most famous of all their taverns right now, due to the Kezitsu family being the still considered the owners of the tavern. Currently being run by a halfling. And she seems to be doing a great job. Okay. Was there any other place you wish to go?
Not until tomorrow morning, no.
Harry heard about Pixie's Kittens, though.
So Parry's heading off there.
Yeah, why not?
Do you need anything else before I go?
Like, what the?
Okay, so halfway through telling the staff, once Parry hears his thing, he disappears from the table. Apparently he's off to Fillmore Journal.
Yeah.
Yep. I've got a job to do. It's a highly stressful job that needs some relaxation.
Okay, so while Parry's getting his smile on, what is everyone else doing? I believe we've got Zarthrop wanting to go to the Rusty Dragon.
Yep, and okay, basically interested in the town gossip about the idea that, hang on, the Westwood dead is a graveyard, but also any new information about the Rune Watchers or Thassilonian activity.
Well, you do know that Father Xantius hasn't really told the town about the ghouls in the graveyard yet.
And I wasn't expecting to hear, but it was going to be important to know if it was gossip.
Okay. Okay, so you have a spend some time in there. Give me a society roll as you chat it up with the locals.
18. I think. Just double check. Yeah, plus 15, so 18.
Okay, rooms and rooms. It's actually in that Sandpoint section. It's always fun when you got to jump between sections. Okay, so the Rune Watchers have been keeping an eye out on associated problems with the reactivation of all the ruins of Thassilonian. And the fact that demonic entities all about sin creeping out all over Varisia.
Yeah.
And you did find out that they gather at Broderick Quink's home on the first day of each season.
And I'm assuming we've just missed the last week, and it was like it was
I believe the first day of month 11 is the next meeting, and then they won't have another one for 3 months. Yeah, so they usually do the months staggered with I believe it will be summer for a month. No, it's winter for month 11, 12. No. Actually, I think it's 2 months away. So I think it's 12th month, first month, and second month of the next year are winter. So you've just missed it by a month. So you've got to wait another 2 months.
Yeah, okay. Hey, but hey, it looks like there's from what the principal's saying about what's happening in or available in Sandpoint, it looks like it's a place that he's happy to hang around for a while. So, but you might be able to catch up with this. Talk with or something.
And which other one did you want to? Which other one did you want to ask questions of?
No, that was the two main points. We're listening to hear if there was any rumours about the undead. But yeah, he was particularly interested in the Rune Watchers and if there was rumours or information about Thassilonian events, then he's certainly keen to hear about them. But I'm assuming that basically boils down to talk to the Rune Watchers.
Yep, and you do also hear some news about the Boneyard and the Cathedral. Apparently, most people are expecting Alabar Xantius to pass the torch to another priest sometime soon, as he hasn't quite been the same since he was brought back from the dead. It's like he's missing part of his zeal, his mojo.
Presumably being killed could do that to you. Of course, it's funny into the idea of hang on. So, private thought is, so the person brought back from the dead is concerned about the restless dead.
Well, he's probably got insight into it having died.
Yep.
Do we know how he was brought back?
You don't know how he was brought back, no. You didn't even know he'd been brought back. Because by that stage, your wife had taken over the cathedral. Unless she had arranged for him to be brought back.
Had she?
She may have. But she doesn't tell you everything.
I'll ask
Okay.
when I go home. Because I'm going to go home and spend some time with the kids. Because I
Kids?
haven't. Kids.
Yeah, that's right. So far.
Don't wish she's pregnant again.
Stop
breeding!
You have had downtime.
Yes. But yeah, I'll ask her how he came back to life.
She said that the townsfolk were not understanding the ways of the Hell Knights, and communing with her patron suggested bringing back the Father Xantius, because he would lead to a solution.
Mm-hmm.
Though finding another cleric to take his place may be difficult.
Mm.
There aren't many Desnian clerics remaining in town, having most of them left.
Yes.
We have a house now because of that.
I hear.
Yes, with a portal in the basement.
I hear. Yes.
And you end up spending much time with kids.
Yes.
So, what is Jasper doing while we've got the other four busy?
I might find a nice rooftop and just, spend the night perusing the great and wide and wonderful sky.
The sky is definitely amazing from this point. So little pollution compared to Magdamar and Corvosa.
Very little light pollution.
Also very little populace compared to the other big cities. So not as much fires going up. You normally tell a medieval town from the plumes of cooking fires.
If I can, I'll journal down my sort of thoughts and feelings of the night, and how wonder it is to see such a clear sky, and note down positions of prominent stars and moons and the like.
Okay. So as you're having a look around, you do find that it is quite peaceful here with your stargazing.
Except for the undead.
And no, I'm not looking up a monster to inflict upon you.
You sure about that? You sure? I'm a little suspicious at all, but...
You're not at all, huh? I'm very believable, aren't I? Okay, so... You end up having a pretty good night's rest after you got in some stargazing. Is there anything anyone needs to do in the morning before you go down the hall?
I'm going to go and get some of those
Pastries?
Pastries, yeah.
They're really nice pastries. They even have some from fresh from Riddleport.
I prefer the locally made stuff.
Well, I say apparently the pies from Riddleport are a great seller.
No, thank you.
Well, I'm sure even the ghouls would love the pies.
Yeah.
Okay, does anyone else need anything to help them get their courage to go downstairs?
I'm just updating my daily selection of advanced alchemy to increase the number of ghost charges to be preparing for the day.
Knowing that you're going
Jasper
down...
kind of laments.
Jasper laments. Does Jasper get spells prepared?
I lament.
Yes, Jasper does propose spells. Prepare spells. But also laments the fact that he has finally got to see the big wide world only go back underground again.
Well, I'm going to suggest that our spellcasters post their memory spells into the chat, so if we ever need to refer to them, we remember what they've done. That way it's what did I do? Well, it's there.
Yeah. I'm actually just fixing up my spells list into like a proper spreadsheet so I can actually track as I go off. I'm just doing that in the background as I so I'll post that later.
It always helps, and that way there's none of this. What did I prepare? Questions. It's all there for you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because the prepared spells are the amount you can cast, that's right.
Prepared spells are the spells that you prepare in each slot for the day, because unlike 5e, you can't cast the spell more than once per slot. You have to put it in the slot you're casting it from.
Yeah, but so say like I have what is 6th level, I have 3 first level slots, so that means I can pair 3 in the first level slot.
That's correct.
Is that right?
That is correct, yes. And the idea is you want to use your focus spells more than anything else, if they're usable, or your cantrips, because you can recover those the fastest.
Yeah. The hex cantrips, they don't use focus points, do they?
Cantrips shouldn't, unless it says focus. If it says cantrip and not focus, then it is a cantrip. If it says focus and not cantrip, it's a focus.
It does say cantrip.
Then it is a cantrip.
Pretty sure it didn't say anything else. 387.
Okay. So, who wishes to be the first down the hole?
It sounds like a job for Zothrop, doesn't it?
So what are we looking at?
The question
Graveyard.
there's a hole in the ground, the size of a coffin, which they've just pulled the tarp aside so you can leap on in. A leap of faith, says Father Xanthius. May Desna travel with you.
Can we see how far down it goes, or?
Not really, because the light mixing with the dust of moving the tarp makes it just a cloud of dust obscuring the depth.
Can we wait for a few minutes, or damp down the dust a bit?
Well, while you're waiting, Father Xanthius comes up with a Desna waiting music.
Yeah. Music.
What the idea of this? You're saying jump down in the hole, but we're talking how far down does the hole go?
Well, he says not all the way.
Is there evidence of a tunnel that's been brought into the grave?
Okay. Okay, so give me I'm going to say, survival check to figure out what you know about the hole.
Okay. Man, dice are finally tonight. total 11 with my plus 8.
Okay, as you're looking down at it, you go, yeah, that's a hole.
I'm not trained.
That's definitely a hole down there. You're not exactly sure how to do it. Maybe head first, feet first.
Well,
close your eyes.
If I can't get the bottom of it, that means you need a rope. The fact that I can't see more than a foot down still means you need a rope.
Okay. Father Zancy says that sounds like a great idea. Do you want to have the honors of tying it? His knots don't seem to hold too well.
We'll tie off the rope. And that will be more time for the dust to try and die down a bit for us to see how deep this thing goes, or whether there's a tunnel immediately visible off to one side, or...
Okay, I'm going to make that an athletics check as you as you tie the rope.
What are we tying it to?
The small posts that we use to help hold the tarp over the hole.
Okay, cool.
Well, I would have aimed for more like a tree or something. But 4 posts don't seem particularly...
Well, Father Zanity just goes, oh yeah, that's probably a better idea. He's like he said, he's not one for tying ropes around things. It doesn't come up much in his profession.
Well, assuming no one else in the party is trying to help this make this happen, I guess Garthrop's doing it with his expertise in athletics. 17.
Harry can help you with his expertise in athletics, so not.
So yeah,
Same Jasper!
you seem to have tied the knot while the others were talking about helping you.
Yeah.
It seems all nicely tied up now. Would you like to use the rope to descend?
Is the so can we see anything more down the hole at the moment, like how deep it goes?
Well, you realise now that, your mistake. It's a slope, not a straight drop. So all the dust you were seeing was dust right on the actual ground itself.
How steep a slope?
Fairly steep. One that if you were to stand on it unskilled, you'd probably slide all the way to the bottom.
So a rope's not a bad idea.
Or climbing gear.
A rope. I'll go first, Zarthrop.
Okay, athletics check for Willie.
Using the rope.
So what?
Unfortunately, with Garthop still in tying knots, he would hold his weight.
So what using the rope does is increase your result up 1. So it's like rolling a natural 20.
Okay.
So if you were to roll it, if you were to roll a failure, using the rope makes it a success.
Okay.
And a critical failure would end up being a failure.
And that's athletics.
Yes.
Alright. So, 19?
19. You don't seem to need much of the rope. You're able to get your way down as you climb down 20 feet into a tunnel you're going to have to squeeze through.
I squeeze through?
Yeah.
Oh, crap.
Well, you are a oversized human after all.
I am tall. Okay. It's squishy down here,
So
people.
you might have to climb out and go back in head first so you can squeeze through the tunnel.
So I'm going in ass first.
Well, you can't easily navigate a tunnel feet first when you can't see.
Alright. So I come out. So I'm out in the sort of more open area.
Garthop go first then on the idea that he's
Small?
a bit smaller, or the cat.
Are you okay? If you're happy to go in front.
Okay, Zarthrop gets to make an athletics check.
Okay. He's going to switch his potion, his Eagle Eye potion that he did this morning. So that gives him an hour of improved perception and also for seeing thoughts and traps.
Okay, so how does that make your eyes look when people see you?
Sorry?
Does this mean your eyes grow exceptionally large? That's completely flavor. So that's flavor on your side.
I'll see if it does describe anything. Certainly some of them do, because they're using it, but I don't think the Eagle Eye can actually do it. I'll double check it. But in the meantime, yes, I will try and go down using the rope. 16, so that could be half a chance. Put me on 23.
Okay, on 23, you get a critical success going down the rope. So, not even breaking a sweat as you reach the bottom. Is Jasper going to follow so the two small people are in front?
No. I'm going to be going after either Willie or Willie.
So I guess that means Parry's next.
Sounds like
how far the passage goes as a plus squeeze. Because he's got both low light and dark vision. So he'll go down with that light initially, just to get an idea of what sort of places you're talking about.
Okay, so there is a side passage off the bottom that leads you into a large chamber. The side passage is about 3 to 4 foot in height, probably about 2 to 3 foot in width.
And when you say side passage, we're talking about the idea like there's actually two passages that have been dug into the grave, or?
Well, one passage has been dug up and the other passage was dug across. So the across passage is the side passage. So it's not the continuation of the slope.
Okay. And how wide is the slope going? The main passage then? How big is that?
The main passage is probably about 2 feet in diameter. Well, probably, yeah, about 2 feet in diameter, so people are squeezing through to go down there.
Can I see how far it goes?
It stops at the other passage. It doesn't go any further past that point.
Okay, so and the side passage has a narrow passage to get to it, but then it widens a bit into a bit of a chamber, you said?
It does widen into a chamber that looks big enough for Willie to stretch and touch the roof with his fingers.
Okay, so I will...
Well, you said you're about 7 foot tall, meaning your arms would easily be able to reach 10 feet.
I will pop back out from the bottom of the hole. I won't bother climbing out as such, but I'll just pull up and say, describe what we're looking at and how far you're going to have to try and crawl. But let's go.
Okay, I'll crawl down into the room. Not feeling claustrophobic at all.
Yeah. Zarthog will actually allow Peter the ability to get in front by going a bit further down the down passage to allow him to get into the side passage, and then you follow into the side passage.
So you can push if you get stuck?
I'm sure an agile monk like really, he's quite used to being in constricted locations and spaces and situations that I'm sure he'll be able to get through.
So imagine that as he's pulling himself through the tunnel, basically using his arms to pull on the sides, His shoulders are rubbing against the sides. His chest and back are rubbing against the top and the
I'm
bottom.
trying not to breathe too deeply, otherwise I get stuck.
He doesn't have much room to move his legs, so he's doing like a frog swim with his legs to move down the passage. Because he can't raise or bend his legs far.
Mm. This is...
Alright, you get there, keep going.
Okay, so Willie finds himself coming out into the open space. I'm assuming you stretch.
Sure.
Do you have dark vision?
I do not. I'm a human.
So, as he's stretching, what language do you know?
Basically, giant, dwarvish, and demonic.
That's always fun. Because you can hear some chanting in the room you're in. So I will ask Jeremy, what languages does Zarthrop know?
When I get a chance to, I'll drink a potion.
Elven, Fey, Sylvan, Gnomish, Goblin, Varisan, and Thassilonian.
Okay, and what does Jasper and Parino?
So just confirming also, so Willie was crawling through the tunnel. Did Willie actually have a light? Did Willie want to have a light or something like that?
Well, he just crawled out, and as he had crawled out, he heard voices, and then after that, it will be initiative.
I know, but of course, the idea that Willie's got a wayfinder that can have light, that can have in front of him type stuff. So,
He does.
but at the very least, he's got a wayfinder. So, whether we're using it or whether it's being.
I would say though that if it is pitch black, which I probably should have guessed that it was.
Especially after you feel the whole, you feel coming behind.
Yeah, my whole ass. I would have drunk a potion of dark vision.
Okay. In which case, I will say you drank that before you going down the hole. How long does that last for?
An hour.
Which will come in handy. So both of our Jasper and Parry will need to make athletics rolls, and that will also be their initiative roll, as both Zarthrop and Willie can make a perception roll for their initiative. And I'm just going to duck off to the toilet while you make those rolls.
Cool. Oh, that's alright.
Athletics, my most famous skill in all of these. Oh, 6 I get to it.
You're a cat.
Okay, you've got the work, so you want to get a step up. Even if critical failure, you go to your failure.
I am a book learning cat. I am not an agile cat. Bookish nature. I am not athletic in the slightest.
It's Zarthrop, like, he's got Pathfinder. He gets to the level.
I have +6.
So I think Zarthrop was.
Because guess what? It's based off strength. Guess what I don't have?
I feel it. Zarthrop's only +7.
Actually, that's a pretty good point. I have 2 languages, and I was going to talk to Martin about the other 5 I should know with my intelligence, and I never got around to that, so I presume I know, like, Corvus and Common. I presume that is the Catfolk language. Remind me, Martin, that I have to go through my known languages with you because I have 5 extra that I should know. And I thought I was going to talk to you about those. Pardon?
Yes, but you hadn't quite gotten around to it, huh?
Yeah, I hadn't quite gotten around to that one yet. Oops.
Okay.
Because I've got 21. If you're happy to use stealth initiative on the fact that you said deliberately not using light, you want to be quiet, something about all that.
I will allow that. What was released?
You're following on behind the noise here, it's pretty familiar.
20?
9.
29?
Mm.
Okay, what was Jasper's?
Resounding 14.
And what about Parry?
Dirty 20.
Okay, so I am going to get well, I'm going to say so. Willie, with your light on, you actually see.
Dark vision.
Sorry, with your dark vision, you see wooden timbers are spaced evenly throughout this room, which goes between 6 foot and 10 foot in height, supporting a network of beams above to give the cave-like chamber support. The walls and floor bear evidence of having been dug out of the clay and soil by clawed hands. Several large flat boulders have been left in place, protruding from the floor to serve as tables. Tables strewn with gnawed bones. Additional stacks of soggy, stained lumber lie in alcoves to the northeast. The smell of earth mixed with decay lingers in the air. And you can see in this room 6 goblins turning to look your way.
Goblins?
Mm-hmm. And their eyes are lighting up in the dark vision.
I have
The
no idea.
goblins weren't ones doing the chanting, because you're leaking bones.
No, there are bones that have been gnawed upon. They're the ones doing the chanting, and they are actually chanting in Goblin.
The goblins are chanting.
Goblin.
And they are chanting about how their savior has provided fresh meat.
Right.
So they have unusually large teeth
Right.
and unusually
Emancipated.
emancipated and scrawny. And there are 6 of them.
Yay.
What would you like to do?
It'll be a move to get to one of them?
It will be a move to get to one of them.
Alright, I'll move over, drop into Tiger style, and I shall Tiger Slash this poor unfortunate. I bring them the piece of Pharasma. It's not too bad. Actually, that's pretty good. 16 on the dice, so 32.
32. Okay.
Slash!
32 is double their AC.
Seriously?
Yep. So that is a critical hit.
You might have got them just.
Yeah.
I never said some of these were going to be difficult. But I also am not pulling punches either.
No. 22 damage.
So 22 damage.
Oh, hang on. It's a critical, isn't it?
Yep.
So, no, it's 44 points of damage.
Okay, you hit that one so hard with a Slagger Slash that you dismember them in multiple pieces, flying around the chamber.
Shit.
You took them to negative their hit points. Insta-kill.
Okay.
Messy insta-kill. Fatality.
Fatality. Finish him.
Unfortunately, they weren't standing next to each other, so you can't reach another one.
Oh, I've run out of attacks. So yeah, I moved, dropped into the tiger style, and had the attack. That's
Okay,
it.
so that brings us to Zarthrop. You are about, I'm going to say, about 20 feet from the opening where Willie went in.
Okay. So I haven't actually seen the goblins yet, but I can hear the fact that something's gone there.
And you heard they were
I will
goblins.
do a move action. Yep. I'll do a move action then, go 25 feet.
That brings you out into the
Range
open.
to squeeze the cut.
And you'd have to do a, well, you don't. You don't have to do a move action to stand because you're small.
Yeah. And so there's seemingly 5 more goblins, well, 5 and several pieces of goblin in the room. And any access to the room? Other than when we came in?
You can see it curving away to the north when the passageway that you came. It curves northwest where you came out of the north wall, and there's a southwest exit as well.
Okay.
Pathfinder 2, not Pathfinder 2 Core. They have to refer to the right book for the abilities. Sort of comparing the two different versions. Zarthrop will actually aim to keep moving around the edge of the room towards the southwest corridor, because hey, it certainly looks like Willie can handle these goblins or something. But then aim to stay somewhat hidden as he moves around to actually being prepared to put a foot out or something, and one of the goblins tries to run through it. Okay. Okay, so one that held their action takes their go now that someone's moved into his sight. Okay, so you see a goblin with a glowing stick made out of bone step out of the a side passage in the way you were heading. You didn't see the passage until he was stepping out from it.
Okay.
As he points his glowy stick at you and yells in Goblin, hears fancy words.
I don't understand it.
Basically, he's asking his god to make you go splat.
So, when this was going, this was being at Zarthrop, wasn't it?
It was aimed at Zarthrop, yes.
Oh.
Which is why Zarthrop can understand it, because Zarthrop moved along the wall into his sight.
Oh, I thought he was pointing it at me.
No.
Excellent.
So,
Zarthrop can understand it.
Zarthrop gets to make a fortitude saving throw. As this is a sonic based spell.
Oh! Natural 20! So that's 31 upgraded.
So 31 upgraded on his DC of 21, so that makes it a... If it wasn't
Critical.
it would have been a card critical if it was an attack. which means you are unaffected by the dust and debris falling around you as he's done a 10-foot area burst around you of sonic damage. Would have been a great hit the party spell. You could have collapsed the tunnel on Willie.
That was one of the things where Willie was very worried about.
Okay, so he pulled out his...
Considering how successful his save was, could his up to use the dust and falling condition to effectively hide?
I will give you the hidden condition. I'm happy to say that with your critical success. Good call. Okay, Parry, would you like to go down the hole?
Yep, sure.
Okay, so your 20 was enough for you to get down to the bottom. What is your base move?
My base move is 30.
Okay, so it takes you 2 actions to get down the hole. And as the passageway is 30 foot long, it's going to take you 2 actions to get out. So you can spend you can move halfway out on this round, or you could wait there for Jasper to go past you. Hearing the sound of battle in the other room with a earth-shattering kaboom.
Yeah. Where's the kaboom? There's supposed to be an earth-shattering.
I should attempt to at least get. I'll stay out front. I'll stay let just go through.
Yeah, you use the hole to kind of get an arrow quick for you.
Okay, so you hear they killed Snotty! Death to the human!
They killed Snotty.
Okay, as 5 ghouls run at our fearless monk, all of them miniature ghouls.
Just also notified, Harry also doesn't know goblins,
So Parry's hearing that in the down the passageway because it's not quiet. Okay, so the first attack on our fearless monk is an armor class of 16.
Critical miss.
Critical miss. Okay, I will give you a retaliatory strike. As he leaps for your hand.
21.
21 is a hit. Roll for damage.
8 points.
8 points. Okay, you hear a snapping sound as you seem to have broken his jaw. But that's his action.
We can't call you lockjaw or something. instead of low blow.
Next one comes running at you. Gets an armor class of 28.
Good enough.
Okay, so he does maximum damage of 7.
Ow.
So it looks
What
like
save?
You must make a fortitude save now.
Yeah. Actually, that's pretty good. 31.
31. That is a crit success. So the paralysis does get easier to save each round. You've got it.
Oh, so you fail and then it gets easier as... Oh, yeah. All right.
Okay, so the third one rushes you, hitting a armor class of 15.
Critical miss again.
Unfortunately, no more reactions left. But he does run his head into your knee. Please roll a d4.
3.
Okay, so the fourth one runs at you, hitting an armor class of 13.
Critical miss again.
And we'll say he hits your other knee.
1 point.
The one I didn't ask for help. Currently, the computer's trying to help you. And now the last one also runs at you. Hits an armor class of 23.
Miss.
Okay, he goes right past you. Right between the legs. Hands up and everything.
Yeah.
Claws. And
What the
it's like,
hell?
well, maybe they practices of the low blow.
Yeah. They've heard this technique and... No!
Okay, so that brings us to Jasper, who actually got lower than the goblins.
Yeah, that's not a surprise.
So, what is Jasper's...
You asked me to do athletics, Martin.
I know. So what is Jasper's base move? Your movement?
My basic movement is... Where's my... Speed 25 feet.
Okay, so one move can get you down to where Parry is.
Mm-hmm.
Though without the rope you would have fallen your way down. Because you technically failed the check.
Yep.
And because you
Well, I
used
mean, I only take,
so M, you're not actually falling distance, you're falling slope. So you technically haven't actually, you're not taking the damage for falling height, you're taking the damage for hitting all the rocks along the way.
okay.
Okay, so now that you're at the bottom, you can spend 2 moves to get out into the cabin.
Sounds great.
Okay, so you make it out of the cabin and see all the goblins everywhere attacking Willie.
Yep. And that's every action I have, I think.
That's all your actions? You have no idea where Zarthrop is?
Yep.
He's cast Disappearance. Okay.
He often does this.
So, Willie, you're up.
Alright.
You're surrounded.
I am. The closest one to me, I will Tiger Slash.
The one on your hand?
No, the one that tried to go for my groin.
Okay.
Bugger that guy. 23.
23 is a hit. Almost a crit.
7, 9. 9 is 16 is 23.
So that is a kill. How do you kill him?
As he goes through my legs, I'm basically I'm going to
Curb stomp him?
no, I do a like a back kick. So he's gone through my legs, and I'm going to back kick him into the base of the spine as he goes through.
Okay. So there is this snapping sound as he coughs up his spine.
As he coughs up his spine. One of the guys in front of me, I will hit him. I hope. And I'll do the Hadouken. So what's that? 16 is 12. So 30 and 25.
30 and a 25?
Yep.
Okay, so 1 crit and 1 almost crit.
Yep. So the crit is 9, 11, 22.
Okay, so that one is dead.
Okay. So the second attack that hit him is just a
Okay,
bonus.
so you hear this smacking sound as you crush in something, and then you just do the follow-on lop head off.
Okay.
Well, you did the swings, you may as well get the results of it.
Yeah.
And that's all your 3 actions.
That's it.
Okay, so that brings us to Zarthrob. Luckily, you can hold your breath.
What's that, sorry?
Luckily, you can hold your breath. I'm sure you don't want to get grave dust into your lungs.
Now, something that as a player, I possibly didn't cover this, but as a character, that I look at, are these actually undead goblins?
Hard to tell because they're yelling in Goblin, and they do not look like the normal Goblin.
Okay, right. I thought I heard you saying the fact that it was 5 mini ghouls coming at you. I thought, hang on, whether I'm dead or not.
Well, you were told there were ghouls down here. You could easily make the assumption that they're all ghouls and they're all goblins, and both of them are correct.
Yeah, that's fine too. That's fine. As a player, I had made that connection when you said goblins, and they might be ghoulish goblins.
I intentionally switched the wording on purpose just to see how many people it affected.
That's cool. So the one that's in me that tried to put the house down.
Yep.
Is he just another goblin, or is he?
He is.
Different than the others?
He looks more than the average goblin. He carries this. He carries a glowing stick. It glows with purple flame.
The glowing stick of power.
I will. I'm assuming he's effectively within range of me right now, or?
He's not in melee range of you because he works well from a distance. So he would have been about 20 to 30 feet from you.
Okay. Well, probably get you 20 or 30.
Let's go with 25. Split the difference.
25. Okay. That's all right, because I can move up if I want to actually give him a stab if I'm thinking of the he's not seeing me right now. But I'm just trying to remember actually. I feel like Garthop had sneak attack, but I can't actually remember now, so. It occurred to me, I thought actually, as an alchemist, he probably does it, but as an archaeologist, he gets the cat fighter business, but. Yes, probably me used to playing rogues. Well, if he's going to try and put the house down on me, I might just have to try and return the favour a little bit. Subtly, of course.
It's always good to make each and everyone feel loved.
That's right. So, we'll just go with a quick alchemy for 1 action, quick alchemy, and then toss a versatile firebomb at him. We can. AC 30.
AC 30 is a hit, not a crit.
Okay.
Battle of the Small Folk.
Yeah. So 26 is 9 plus 5 14 points of fire damage.
Okay, so he takes 14 points. He is still standing.
And I will use another action, my third action, to attempt to hide back amongst the dust.
Mm-hmm.
With the stealth is 11, 27 on stealth.
Okay, there's a good chance he won't be able to see you. Because I believe he has to roll higher than a 15 to check to see you. Okay, so...
And hopefully he can't hear the slight giggling over the sound of the other combat.
Okay, so with his thing... He can't see our fearless goblin because passively just doesn't see him. So he points his glowy purple flamey stick at Willie and shouts out to Cabriri in Goblin, "Fear me."
I have no idea who Cabriri is, and thank God I don't speak his language.
We'll save. We'll save.
And I don't fear nothing.
Natural 20?
No.
Natural
mate.
1.
No, 2. So I get a massive 14.
A massive 14. That was close to a critical failure.
Yeah.
Okay, so you were frightened too. As you do fear Cabriri, whatever that was. This goblin is scary.
He's a scary goblin.
Well, only that one. The rest of them are scary.
And with his last action, he casts shield and brings up a glowy shield.
So frightened 2 is just 2 off all my to hit.
I think it's 2 off almost everything.
Yeah.
Let me have a look.
I'm pretty sure it is.
Well, I have my condition.
I'll double check why the game was.
So next person up after Cabriri, our Cabriri cleric has gone, is Parry. Be handy for all the other conditions he can throw. He's a condition
I
goblin.
am going to squeeze.
No!
I'm going to squeeze through.
So it will be 2 actions for you to squeeze through, and that leaves you with 1 action to stand up.
And frightened gives a status penalty equal to the value to all checks and DCs. And unless otherwise specified, it goes down by 1 in each turn.
So -2 hit, -2 save.
I'm finally with the party, hooray.
All your checks and DCs.
Yep.
Attack, skills, and saving throws.
Yay!
Also, Martin,
Yep.
I did post my prepared spells in the Discord.
Thank you. You were the first one, actually, I believe. I saw you pop up as doing it.
Well, yeah.
Well, I have my phone showing me stuff.
Still working on it.
Okay, so that brings us to the ghoul goblins, and as we have only 2 of them, or 3 of them left, they sort of look between Jasper and Willie and Parry, and one's going to go for each of you. The first one goes for Willie, standing right next to him, trying to bite him upwards. Upwards bite. Hitting an armor class of 16.
It's a critical miss.
Okay, so apparently he triggers a reaction from you.
My reaction is a horrible slaughtering of his person. Actually, I get my 24.
24 is a hit, almost a crit.
For a massive 13 points.
13 points. It's not considered a tiger slash.
No, that's. I don't imagine you can do that as a reaction.
If it's a base attack that you've got, you can do it, you can only do it once per round. Okay. In which case, then no. Okay. Then the next one, Russia's. Well, actually, they're going for a second swing on you.
Why not?
They may actually roll something worthwhile, considering it was a natural 20.
Oh, dude.
Okay, so that means it would be a 24 upgraded.
So it's not a critical hit. Actually, it's a miss.
So if it's a miss, then it becomes a hit. Because it was actually it's 25 upgraded.
Still a miss.
Yep.
But it's
because it's agile. It's a plus. It's a -4
as opposed to the -5. Yeah.
So it's still a hit. Apparently, after you slash it, it goes for bite the nuts roll again.
And I need to make a fort, don't I?
You will, as he does 7 points of damage
Ow.
and hangs on.
Damn your black heart, Barbara Streisand.
Well, considering when I show you the picture of what they look like compared to normal goblins.
Yeah. I get -2 on my fort saves. Yay! Oh, Jesus. 16.
16 is still enough.
Oh.
I won!
Yes!
Well, 2 points actually. If you had a rolled 15, it was just a success. Aren't you lucky you're fighting the weenie?
Yeah, I am actually.
Okay, so... he doesn't have another go because he's just holding on. Okay, so the next one runs at Jasper.
Claws and teeth.
And gets one whole attack. Hitting armor class 19.
That's a miss.
Okay, so it's a bite and seems to start sneezing as it gets your feather instead. Doesn't bite the feather, it just gets the feather up the nose.
Yep.
Okay, the other one runs at parry. And hits armor class 16.
Miss.
Not a crit miss?
No.
Aren't you lucky then? Okay, so yes, they only got one attack because of their running. Which brings us to Jasper. What does Jasper do now with a goblin sneezing all over you?
Sorry, Mia also just woke up, so Josh is just stepped away from her.
Yeah, just so you know, up close.
Wee.
Friendly. We got a big smile.
And that's what I was saying. Just imagine that's like from below to Willie.
Big teeth.
Not scary whatsoever.
No.
So, Jasper.
I am going to cast Hunting Hymns on them.
Okay. Luckily for you, they do not have... let me just check. They do not have the ability to attack you from you doing a manipulation within their range.
Yes, it is a manipulate spell.
Most of them are manipulate spells, and luckily for you, he doesn't have attack of opportunity. Otherwise, it would be like...
No, yeah.
And you're going...
I have a question.
Yep.
Martin. I've noticed a lot of my spells have varying some say basic fort and some just say fort. Is there an actual difference between those rules? Or is
Yes,
it just
basic fort means that you have double damage on a critical failure if they have a saving throw, and on a critical success they take no damage. And then it's half damage on a failure, normal damage on a
is
success.
a basic.
Yeah, go ahead.
Quantum is a basic fort save.
Which means it should do damage, and depending on how well they roll, that is a 23. No, sorry, 22.
They needed 23 for my DC, so they take damage.
They take failure, which is normal damage. What is the damage type?
1d8 sonic.
Which is a good one to pick. Very few things have sonic resistance in the game. Which is why the goblins started with sonic.
No, it's a cantrip. That says heighten +2. Sorry, I still not quite familiar with lightning mechanics like this.
Heighten +2 means that because you can cast third level spells, it's heightened once.
Like for every 2 levels of spell higher than the base level, it increases by 1.
So cantrips are always cast.
Okay, so then that would be...
So to put it simply to you, cantrips are always cast at the highest level you can cast.
Yes. Yeah. Whereas, say my detect magic is heightened 3,
You'd have to.
I would need to be 4th level to have that.
No, you'd have to.
Right?
For that one, you'd have to have prepared it in a 4th level slot. So cantrips don't take slots, so they cast at your highest spell that you can cast at. All your spells require you to put it in the slot you're casting it at. You heighten it as you prepare it. It must be heightened while preparing, because that's the only chance you get to increase the spell level.
Oh, okay. So if I don't heighten it into the 3rd level slot, then it's just a 1d8 as a basic cantrip?
No. So that was the difference I was telling you. Cantrips always cast at the highest slot you can cast at.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But in comparison, your detect magic, if you had a 4th level slot, you had to have put it in the 4th level slot to get the effects of it.
Even though my detect magic is
it? Oh, sorry.
It's at will.
No, I'm sorry. I'm used to the detect magic being a 1st level spell in the other games.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Because you didn't mention cantrip with when you're describing it.
Sorry. It's because on my cantrip spell page.
Okay, so detect all cantrips will heighten to the highest spell that you can cast. And as it is +3, then it has no effect until you can cast 4th level spells.
4th level spells, yes. Okay.
Okay.
But if it was a level 1 that had a heightened of +2,
you'd have to then
I
have
would
prepared
need
it at
to-
the 3rd.
yes, I would then have had to prepare it at 3rd level. Cool, right. Thank you. It's just different game mechanics.
Just so you know, cantrips in Pathfinder work identically to cantrips in D&D. In the sense of how they're originally written.
Right. Okay.
Just that we modified it in the game I'm running because we're going for higher level than 20.
Yes.
It was to stop the numbers exploding too much.
Yes. So this goblin takes 11 points of sonic damage.
Okay. He has blood running out of his eyes and ears and seems very happy about it. More! Okay, so that brings us to Willie. There is one hanging off you. Unless you have another action you wish to do for Jasper.
I was going to say I would like to move away because I should. The haunting is a 2 action. I should have a 3rd action to be able to move, like, away.
You can move away.
Somewhere. Yes, please.
Okay. So you move away. Luckily for you, it doesn't trigger a reaction on part of the ghoul. Which brings us to Willie.
Okay. Yes, the one on me, I'm going to Tiger Slash.
Mm-hmm.
My minuses go to -1 this turn.
That is correct.
So the Tiger Slash will be
have you acted since? Since you got frightened? Were you frightened last round?
I got the -2 last round.
Did it? No, but it happened after your action. So you'll be -2 after you go.
Okay.
At the end of your turn, the flash goes down.
14. So a 25.
Okay, so they stopped your crit by making you frightened.
Yeah. Bastards.
Because the DC number he wanted to hit was 26.
15.
I expect you probably still kill them anyway. You probably don't need to quickly kill them.
15, 21, 29. Jesus, that was pretty good. 31.
Okay, you hit him so hard his head explodes. There's bone and gunk everywhere. But not much of a brain to go.
There's the guy with the wand.
Yep.
I'll move over to him.
Yep. It will be
one action
to do that as well.
Which gives me 1 attack. So what's that? 2 is 6 is 10. I'm gonna miss by 1. I think 19.
Okay. You basically bounce off his glowy shield.
Yep. Slash. He goes. Ping.
And you can hear him laugh in return.
Okay, it's like, you're so dead.
Okay. Which then brings us to Sarthrop, as you are now operating one.
So the one with the wand is the only one that's left, isn't it?
No, there are still 2 others left. One of them was attacking Jasper, and the other one is attacking Parry.
Okay.
And apparently Parry still has. They're not close enough to get them both in the same area unless you get Parry as well.
Not within 5 foot of splashing?
No, not in 5 foot for splashing. But one of them is not in 5 foot of anyone else because we just had Jasper move away, so there was one by itself.
Okay. I will toss a bomb away. Think of me and toss a bomb away.
If you roll poorly, you'll probably still hit.
I rolled 2, which gave me 14, so I think I still got my 5 here.
How did you miss? You missed by 2. That's how close you were to actually hitting.
But on failure, that means you get the splash damage, the plus 1 to the splash damage. So you take 5 points of fire damage.
5 points of fire damage. Not 6?
Sorry, 6. Sorry.
Okay.
5 plus 1 is 6.
And the reason I asked was that was just enough to take him out.
I didn't want to actually get too close to that. I told it to be short.
And to be completely non-wasteful, he did just enough to burn him to a crisp.
And okay, check it to really hide while it's still in dust. With a 25 on stealth.
Okay, well apparently you don't need to worry about hiding because our devotee of Cabriri now has a obvious target.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Well, you've clawed the shield, goes, challenge accepted, as goes for a bite to the nuts on a poor roll of 22.
Miss.
Follows up with a
Claw to the nuts.
another attempt, yes, claw to the nuts. Okay, so the claw to the nuts comes out at 22.
That's a miss again.
And then raises a shield. Ding! Okay, so that brings us to parry.
Yeah. Parry is going to... How far is the devotee of Cabriri from me?
Cabriri? The devotee of Cabriri is probably about... about 35 feet from you.
Alright, so I'm going to move in between the goblin that's in front of me and the devotee.
Yep.
And I'm going to cast Electric Arc.
How far can you cast the arc between things?
Actually, no, correction. I'm going to stay where I am. I'm going to use 2 actions to cast Electric Arc where I stand.
Mm-hmm.
It's only 30 feet, however, I just remembered that I was looking through things. I'm going to use my other action to use my Widen Spell Fit.
Mm-hmm.
I believe...
That is 10 feet?
Oh no, hold on. I can't, so it's just the same as the wand. Doesn't add my range, so yeah. Doesn't add to range. Just widen an area.
Yeah, we could make the jump from 30 to 35 feet, wouldn't it?
No, but it's a range, not a area effect.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He's got the range, not widen. He needs a
Yeah, I'll
widen.
go back to what I said. I'll go back to yeah. I need like long reach or something, which makes whatever. But I'll go back to what I originally said. I'll move and then use Electric Arc at 30 feet.
Okay, so at the 30 feet... I'm not sure the arc will reach between the 2 goblins. I think one of them's just outside. From where one ran down to you.
Mm-hmm.
I don't believe he's within the 30 feet of the other goblin.
So let's start and actually get
Yeah. It's worded very weirdly though.
Mm-hmm.
It just says targets 1 or 2 creatures.
Yeah, we're not going to do 30 feet to target 2.
Oh yeah, from one target to another. Oh, okay. So is it not? Okay, I see. I see.
Actually,
It says enough of lightning leaps from one target to another. Each target takes.
technically, I think the way you word your movement, as long as you're within 30 feet of both targets, it doesn't say they have to be adjacent.
That's what my thought process was.
So
you're within 30 feet of me.
So you could technically go 60 feet across.
Yeah.
If you manage to get them at the widest points. Does that sound right to you, Jeremy?
So you're really being 30 feet from the caster, not 30 feet from the target. Or
Yes. Because the range of 30 feet is always from the caster, And it says 1 or 2 creatures, and ask from one target to the other, and both targets are within 30 feet of you. So you have moved, and I view that as correct. So it's a basic reflex save for them, which they will probably do badly, but it is their best saving throw. First one gets a 14. Second one gets a 29 upgraded.
Nice.
Any credit, please. That's pretty cool success.
So you reckon he carried money?
Yeah. So he takes...
The important thing though is, which one got critical success?
Well, technically, I didn't look at both of them very well, so I did them both as the basic one, but hey, it was only a difference of 1 point, so it didn't matter much. So it would have been...
So the critical success would presumably one wielder, is that right?
Yeah, we'll go with one wielder as a critical success.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because I didn't specify. He's the luckier one.
Yeah. So the one that failed is taking 9 points of electricity damage.
Okay, shocking.
Terrible.
Well, you got to put in the puns where you can. Okay, so I believe that's all your actions.
That is the normal actions.
Said shocked one comes up to bite Parry in the butt.
Yeah, that's a surprise.
Apparently, I'm getting my third natural 20 today,
Hey.
being a 29.
He bit my ass off.
29 upgraded.
Not a card crit.
Not a card crit, but I'm getting them out just in case.
Yep.
Okay, so in that case it will be 10 points of piercing damage, and you get to make a saving throw.
Saving throw.
Fortitude saving throw.
Take a revenge natural 20 for 28 upgrade.
The 20 upgraded. I think that's a success in there. So it does appear that Parry still has the life-saving effects of the dice loving him. Isn't that just funny? Hey, we're not pulling our punches, and you can see that, and he's still surviving.
Yeah.
I know.
Which brings us to Willie with his 1 point of frightened.
I return the favour and start laughing at this guy as I try to cut his head off.
Did we miss Jasper?
Oh, sorry, we
might have.
We did miss Jasper. Let's go back to Jasper, and then we'll see how the roll went.
Everyone forgets about Cat.
I'm going to have one him again, because it is quite a nice little cantrip. This is one I cast on before. Are they still alive? Are they dead?
No, Zarthrop kills 12. So look, there's the one who's attacking Parry.
Is that the staff-wielding one?
No, that's not the staff-wielding one, but it has attached itself to Parry's butt.
Okay, the only problem is I think I have to be within 15.
You are?
Range of 15.
You are within range of 15 of the one attached to Parry's butt, just not the one that has the glowy stick and the glowy shield.
Okay. Well, it needs to do a basic core save.
Apparently, Parry's butt is passing on the nice rolls, so that was a 28.
Yeah, that's it.
Critical success or a success?
Just be a success.
Just a success.
Then he takes half damage. Because it's a basic save.
Half damage.
Good thing I have most of these rules in my head for nearly everything.
Yeah. It's a lot to keep in
So
there.
5 damage.
5 damage.
5 solid damage.
And what do you do with your last action? Run further into the room towards the glowy stick?
What could go wrong?
No, I'll stay where I am.
Okay. That brings us to Willie's amazing Tiger Slash.
27.
27, okay, so that makes it a hit, not a crit.
12, 14, 16, 21.
Okay, he does a shield block.
Yep.
Taking half the damage on the shield. Meaning he'll take 10 to himself. But now we can't bring the shield up for a little while. For the rest of the combat.
And then I'll give him a Hadouken!
Because he was thinking your slash was worse of the attack.
Oh, definitely. A 26.
Is it hit?
And a... What's that? 11... A 12 downgraded.
A 12 downgraded. Well, I'm going to have to say that's definitely a critical fumble on your part.
Uh-huh.
So we have this nice little deck here of the blue deck.
The blue deck of fun.
How many cards down would you like me to go?
Go for the top.
Top card?
Was the first attack enough to do much to him?
You break your arm again.
Breaking my hands, yeah.
Okay, so...
Slashing damage.
Well, this one's more of the is it a melee ranged, unarmed, or spell?
Yep.
Okay, so you have sprained your wrist. You now are clumsy too until your wrist is healed.
I've had worse.
I've had full hand reconstructions for goodness sake.
Yeah. What does Clumsy 2 do for me?
Clumsy 2. I think it's going to affect your ability to do attacks.
Your moves come token exact. Take a status penalty equal to condition to dexterity-based checks and DTs, including AC, reflex saves, ranged attack rolls, and skill checks using acrobatics, stealth, and fever.
Okay, so
So
minus 2
basically,
to...
minus 2 dex.
Minus 2 or dex. Okay, so the one that I did hit with...
Let's see how much damage you did. It won't take him down, but it'll be good to add up.
10.
10. Okay. So he did do the right thing and block the big slashy slash.
So 26 isn't a critical?
No.
Cool.
He's a named goblin.
He's not one of these peasants.
Okay, so Mr. Name Goblin goes for the bite on our
Garthop before him.
Zarthrop is before him, I forgot. Sorry, I keep forgetting the small people. Let's give Zarthrop a go.
Okay. Garthop's going to whip up another bomb, but this one's going to be a ghost charge and aim to toss it at the wand wielder. Because I see that I just realised that, oh my god, maybe these aren't normal goblins. Plus 12. AC 28.
AC 28, that's a hit, not a crit.
Okay. 15 vitality damage. And assuming it's undead, it will also be enfeebled 1 until it starts with my next turn.
Okay. And Lily is no longer frightened.
No.
Okay.
I am clumsy, which is even worse.
Okay, so let's see if he can pull off his.
On the plus side for you, it's not useful. Enfeebled is effectively a strength version of clumsy.
Okay, so this one. Pick up the spell. I haven't looked up all the focus spells, so they're a bit new to me. Because most of the people I throw against you aren't clerics.
Hey, hey.
How are you?
Hello. Okay, so he's going to do Touch of Undeath on Willie.
I don't want that.
So Willie gets to make a Fortitude saving throw.
He doesn't have to touch me?
Nope,
So the name's a lie.
it is.
Oh.
He's touching you with Undeath.
28.
28. Okay, so that is a success. You take half damage from him doing it. After all that, 3 damage, negative damage on you. How many spell points does he have? Only 1 point. Oh well. In which case, he's going to go in for a bite. Num num. Actually, he might throw one of his other spells at you. Does it require a touch? Okay, so he is going to do because you don't have attack of opportunity, do you? He's going to do a ranged harm on you, targeting you with his last 2 actions.
Okay.
He's going to harm you in the name of Karibri.
I have no idea who that is. So he
So
will fail miserably.
you get to do a Fortitude saving throw.
Again. Okay. Natural 20.
Natural 20.
So 34.
34 upgraded.
Mm.
No damage.
I laugh. I'm just going. My wrist hurts.
Okay, so that brings it to Parry's turn. There are 2 goblins, the same goblins you tried to attack last round, still standing.
Yeah. Yeah.
What would you like to do?
I mean, I'll just keep running what I did, and I'll just
Electric
throw
arc?
another electric arc.
Okay, this time I'm going to do the
Reflex save.
the wand goblin going first. So that's a 19.
Mm-hmm.
The not so good goblin gets a 20.
Also fails. Everyone takes full damage this time. Hooray! Oh, actually, one of max. So that is 15 points of electricity damage.
How many? 15. Okay, so
15, 1
that seems parry ends the combat. As you manage to come in with the second most kills,
Way!
with Willie doubling your score.
Yay!
And Zarthor getting half, and unfortunately nothing going to the kitty cat.
It's not I have a good deal though. Although it did also occur to me that what was his AC?
His AC was 21 or 22 when he had shield up.
Okay, so it wouldn't make a difference.
Sorry,
So I can't remember the
23 was shield up.
I realised that technically I had plus 2 or minus 2 on his AC when I tossed the ghost card getting because I was coming from hidden. So that would make a difference for me also. Okay.
Okay, so now that you've finished the combat, I think that would be a good point for us to finish for the night, considering it's after 10:30. Unless you want to add something quickly. That was why I thought because you mentioned that earlier, and I was trying to make sure we didn't go too late for you.
Yeah. Thank you. Happy with that.
Okay, so did anyone want to add anything for the recording?
Nope.
Okay, in which case then I will put it on end credits and get to you afterwards.
Uh-huh.
One was a bit tougher than the others. Well, Zarthorpe only used one versatile vial in that battle. And, give him 10 minutes and he can get that back again.